What? 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 You discovered 2 Kronkses? On top of the one you already had? Oh my god. So this deck is like the normal Galakron Shaman, except it has the Highlander win conditions. It's a very, very good deck, honestly. You have a moderately decent curve, all things considered. Obviously, you have a ton of late game stuff, but you have a decent spike on turn 3, which is when a lot of other decks want to make their power moves. You have a couple of really good removals with Hagatha Scheme, Earthquake, and Lightning Storm on different stages of the game, along with Lightning Breath if you have a dragon in your hand. And then you have, like I said, the Highlander win conditions, which means like if the game goes long, you have so many ways of winning. Like if you play into a slower matchup, like if you play it against like a priest or a mage, the game will go for a long time, but I can guarantee you that this deck has one of the most, if not the most, late game win conditions of like any other deck. I think mage and priest, I use those two as an example, can, but theirs is very RNG based, right? Literally, mage's new hero gives you random spells, and priest invoke is random minions. Like, it can be good, but it can also be awful. This one is just consistently really, really good. You have Vashj, you have the Fist of Raiden, which isn't even a late game win condition. It's more mid game to get some extra value out on the board. And then you have Galakron with Kronks, you have Siamat, Hagatha for extra stuff, Highlanders, Alexstrasza to set up for like an OTK. If you have 15 damage on board, you could just kill him. And then Eye of the Storm, which combos really, really well with Fist of Raiden, along with just the fact that you have a lot of decently sized minions just in this range right here with Shield of Galakron, Cultist, Kartik Defender, and Lurker below to keep you protected. And then they can't build a board because you have several removals. This deck has just got everything you could possibly need. Oh yeah, it also has a lot of heal with Walking Fountain, Kartik Defender, and Witch's Brew, so aggressive decks also can't beat you. Combo decks are probably one of your worst matchups, though. Like, if you play against an OTK deck of some sort, or a deck that just, like, surprise bursts you like Token Druid, this can be a bit problematic, because you don't have card draw. If you don't have the board wipe in hand, the healing doesn't help you against burst, and you have few-ish minions, so if it's like a surprise board kind of deal, or an OTK, from like a Warlock, it can be a bit problematic. In order to make the deck more budget, basically you need to keep Galakron and Kronks, and then the 2 Highlanders. The rest you can remove. You have the Lady, or the Prime, you have the Fist, you have Lurker, you have Siamat and Hagatha and Alexstrasza. And things that you could do to replace those are not board wipes, sorry. You can have Draw, which basically means the Manatide Totem. You can run some extra removal like Plague of Murlocs instead of some of the other things. You can also, big one here, you can actually also run the Shattered Rumbler. It's actually a much better removal card than you might think. 2 damage to everything is actually pretty solid. You can also go with something like a Flame Elemental if you want. To replace Siamat, Evasive Worm is a very good option for the Divine Shield Rush. There are options, right? You just need to fill the slots that will be left open. So yeah, this deck is really, really good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's just jump into it. Oh yeah, and if there's anything I can do to improve the content for you guys, please let me know. I want to be as good as I possibly can for you. But if you already like my content, feel free to subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the games. Okay, so Highlander Shaman, very, very good deck. I would highly recommend to anybody who doesn't already play. It's a bit expensive, but there are budget options. I have already gotten into that. But yeah, I really like this deck. Think it's going to be something of a Highlander. I probably should have kept Galakron, to be honest, so that way I could just play it whenever, but it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. This deck has very limited card draw. That's probably the deck's biggest and only real weakness. So by putting the Galakron back in my deck, unless I draw Kronks, it's unlikely that I draw it. That being said, the deck has a lot of strong points and a really, really good late game. Tons of value. It has Kronks, it has Galakron, Siamat, Hagatha, both Alexstrasza's, Eye of the Storm as a potential win condition late game too. It's got everything you could possibly need. Honestly, This deck is so strong, and it also has decent enough early game and good removal. I think that normal Galakron Shaman is better than this version, after playing both a fairly decent amount, but I will say that they are both still very, very strong. This is crazy. I think that I actually want to go with Eye of the Storm here, because I don't need removal into Mage that much. It's better to just have a board, in my opinion. A budget option that you could put in here, and something that I've thought about putting in here, is putting in the 4/2 that re-equips a weapon instead of Bandersmosh. Bandersmosh is good a lot of the time, but there's also a large number of times when he's just kind of meh. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like, he can be an amazing turn 5 play, but there are also a lot of times when he's just not super impactful. So you could take him out. You could potentially take out one of the other legendaries like Hagatha if you need to do that as well. Excuse me. It would help a little bit with the deck in terms of survivability and give you an alternate win condition. So we're going to do this on that. We're going to get a 4-drop. Legendary. It's going to be good. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Thank you. Perfect. That's sick. Okay. Varragoth was a very, very good card to draw off of that. I'm going to be honest with you. You jerk. You jerk. Why would you do that? I think hexing that might be a good play. It's either that or I play Seamat and trade into it. Actually, Hex will be better into some other minions, so let's just go with this. It's not Counterspell, we've already decided that. Rush Divine Shield. And run into his face and pass. To be totally honest, I might actually make the Bandersmosh trade myself to put in the 4/2, because But then again, with no card draw, what are the odds of you drawing both of them at the same time? Or after drawing the weapon? I don't know. You could go either way, honestly. I think Bandersmosh might be a little bit better just because it's a better standalone card, but it's really up to you. 7. Don't really need to do anything. I might as well just invoke once and hero power, just get that out there. Don't want to double invoke yet. There's no real need to. I'd rather use that to control. This way I get to play my minion and hero power, and I'll just pass the turn over to him. So I have to think about what his win condition is. He has Reno potentially. Okay. That's not great, but I'll deal with it. So if I hit and then play the portal, that could be strong. I could hex. I don't really care about these minions, though, to be honest. Like, they're not that big of a deal. I could just hit lurker below, hit the 2, and pass. Which is what I'm going to do. Like, I could go with the Corrupt Elementalist and have gone face with the other thing and baited out a secret. But I personally don't feel the need to do that. I want to get some kind of big stuff out on the board to bait out a potential Reno. So if I play Alexstrasza this turn, I get out his Reno, and then I play Eye of the Storm. That's huge. That's an insane power spike, and I cannot wait to land on that. Like, that would be huge. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that's gonna happen though. Wow. And then you get to ping it. Wait, you're insane. This guy's nuts. This guy's actually nuts. I respect it. This guy's going Highlander, but it's the weirdest Highlander I've ever seen in my entire life. I think I actually just go Corrupt here. Because if I go Corrupt and trade in, like, that, the value's just there. I can't play Vashej, though. Actually, I can. Maybe this will bait him out to potentially use Reno sooner. Maybe he'll overvalue the, maybe he'll overvalue the prime and make it think like it's something that I really need, and it's something that I would like, but worst case scenario, he poofs it and I still have multiple other win conditions. Best case scenario, he does nothing. Okay, so that's fine. I think I'm just gonna play Dragon Queen Alexstrasza this turn. Excuse me. You randomly discovered that? You son of a gun. You gosh darn behemoth. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, we still play this, and we kind of just flood the board. We play at least one of them, if not both. Depending on what they are. Oh my god, that's going to be insane with that. But since it costs 0, the functionality is weird since it costs 0, right? Basically what happens is I don't get a thing because the spell costs 0. So let's discover a dragon first. I'm going to be honest, Alexstrasza is pretty nuts, but so is this. Because I don't know how much I'm going to burst. No, we definitely go with Alexstrasza. We'll go with this too. But not play anything. We're doing it to discover a spell, maybe get like a card draw of some kind. Oh, sick, we got Farsight. That's exactly what I was thinking about, actually. We get to play that for free, and then, hopefully he wipes my board with Reno this turn. That's what I'm hoping, so I can restabilize with Eye of the Storm. Like, that's what I want to have happen. I'm trying to bait out whatever removal, and he's going face because he's gonna play Reno right now. Whoa, that's not Reno. Whoa, dude. It's gonna be twisting. So I think I just play Eye of the Storm next turn anyway. Like, if he has Reno now, then he gets one Eye of the Storm. And then I'll just have another Eye of the Storm and it'll be fine. Taunt, summon, okay. So basically it's an 18-18 for 10. But in Quest Druid, it's a 27-27. Wait a minute. Why don't people play Quest Druid? That sounds nuts. Okay, that was pretty low roll. Pretty lame. Gonna be honest though, I don't know what I was expecting. I feel like the 10 mana legendary pool's pretty weird, and they're all for like the battle cries and stuff. I feel like a 7 would have technically been better. What is this guy's deck? He straight up runs Incanter's Flow and Mana Cyclone. And Fireball for like burst. Like, this is all unironically. He actually runs these things. I'm going to play him for the draw of Galakrond because it'll thin out my deck and it's another big threat. And again, baiting out Reno isn't a bad thing. Especially considering I can just regain the board in a turn anyway. Like, I fully invoke him in a couple of turns. I have a way of restabilizing the board if he wipes it. That could be it. Anything could happen on this one. Nothing happens. Oh! You're joking! No, he has 2! He has 2! He lost Highlander! This is sick! This is so good. Okay, Arcane Explosion means nothing. Sacrificial Pact. This was so bad for him. Dude, this deck is sick! Oh no. Lost a card to Defender. That's moderately solid for me. Oh no. Okay, so we are going to hit this into that. I think I win regardless. If I Alexstrasza his face. Unless that's freezing, so I'm going to test out freezing now. It is not. So if I Alexstrasza his face and hit with this 5/3, because it would die to the thing anyway, I play around all of the removals being Explosive and Flame Ward, because if I hit with this first, it would die to Flame Ward anyway, so I might as well get an attack in. Ooh, wait, that would kill off Kronk, so I have to hit with Kronk's first. But then again, if that's Noble Sacrifice, I have to hit with the 5/3. So there are a couple of issues coming into this turn. We're going to do that. I'm going to go what I think the highest odds are. Actually, no. Hit with my weapon first. Test out to see if it's at least explosive. Because if it's not explosive, then we're chilling. It's explosive. Okay. It's not Noble Sacrifice, though. So it has to be Never Surrender and Flame Ward, which means I hit with this and I hit with the 8/4 and that's lethal. And then I hit with that and that's lethal. We mathed that one out, boys. Look at that. That was a good game. I like this deck so much. Using this deck and Galakrond Shaman, I'm currently like 8-2 or 9-2 with those two decks combined. Nobody's playing Shaman, and it's so strong right now. So the Priest matchup. The Priest matchup's probably not that bad. I have a lot of time to ramp up. I have Hagatha's Scheme for whenever I need to play. It's better to keep it in my hand so it can just keep getting better and better. I don't need Galakron if I have Kronks. It is an alternate win condition to, like, play them in conjunction. Or play Kronks after, but I don't really need to. I always just play Kronks whenever I want. And draw him. At least this way Kronks like cycles through my deck. And without any card draw, like I think I value the card draw more than the Kronks ability in some cases. So we'll see. I don't have any real playable things until turn 5, so unless this is some weird tempo priest deck, I'm fine. Well, I wish that this guy ramped. Like, I could play him as a 1-mana 1-1, or a 2-mana 2-2, 3-mana 3-3, 4-mana 4-4, 4-mana 5-5, or 5-mana 5-5, and so on and so forth, you know? I think that would be cool. At 5, he's just bad. And a lot of the time, like, the minions he produces, it's weird, because the legendary minions aren't really good for their stats, right? Like, that's not what you want to go for with that. If he takes Shuma, just put this in the comments if you know, because I don't know how this works. If he sees Shuma, when he takes it, is it Bandersmosh or is it Shuma because that's the card that he saw? I'm going to play this. He can't take control of it and kill anything with it, so we'll just play him now. Shuffle it into my deck. Probably play Farsight at some point soon. Telling you guys, dude, this deck is solid. This deck is something else. I made some changes to the deck a little bit over the course of some of the time that I've been playing, but I think that I've made at least a moderately decent build for this deck. Penance, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Trades in and heals. Little disappointing, but it's okay. What do we get here? A 5-mana, 5/5, do 2 damage to everything. I'm gonna just Farsight. That's not worth coining. This, however, is definitely very, very good. Holy. That cycles through my deck really well. I could see myself playing that soon. As soon as I draw, like, the Claw of Doom, the Fist. This is not a Fist. That's for sure a Claw, but unimportant, sorry. As soon as we get the Claw, we'll probably play Prime. That's nice. What do you... Like, you're useless, man. You're just bad. It's a bad card. Play a couple of these things. He's not going to have a weapon. I'm just trying to keep my hand kind of empty. I could have coined out the Elementalist, but I kind of want to save the coin. So that way I can just play a spell whenever to have Turret be activated for the next turn. Like, it's just a free trigger on these things. So, I want to keep it in my hand. I mean, I guess I get to draw a ton of other secrets, but or spells, but I don't know. I'd rather have the, like, guaranteed trigger on the effect. So, I think this guy's probably playing Highlander, because I don't think Galakron runs Madame Lazul. But then again, nothing really, like, points exactly towards that direction yet. But wow, you time ripped a 3/2 just so I couldn't kill your Madame Lazul? You are insane. We drew the Fist. We got that going for us. Bandersmosh is still fairly useless. Every single turn I gotta look at him and be like, is he a good card this time? Is he a good card yet? Is he viable? But I don't know. I could definitely see myself taking out. Like, this deck is constantly under construction, and I think that taking Bandersmosh out could actually be fairly solid, and I could put in some sort of early removal option that'll keep me alive into some aggro matchups. Or something along those lines. Right? So, we'll see.
What must I do?
What must you do? You must take your turn, my dude. His hand adds up to exactly 30 cards. I know that's not what's happening here, but I just think that that's kind of aesthetically cool.
Like to play with fire?
Renew is fine. Like, that's fine. If he wants to wipe the board like that, I could care less. Couldn't care less. That's the term. The correct terminology.
The end is near.
I want to play the Prime, but the issue is my hand is very full, which is usually not the issue that I have with this deck, fun fact. Usually the issue is I use my resources fairly quickly. But, not this case. Barista, not great. This gets me value. It's probably just the best card overall. Like, what else would I play? Overdraw, potentially get weapon removed. I can get more value out of that later, so we'll just go with this. We'll go with card draw because I like card draw. Lightning Breath. Could be good. I'm holding a dragon. If he has anything, like, this will be a good way to deal with the board a little bit and just get some stuff done. So I like that. I like this play a decent amount. I'm just not going to be able to play the Prime when I want to, which is a bit of a bummer. You're killing your stuff? Why? Whoa. Stop, my friend. Stop. In the name of justice. I'm going to actually play the Fist now, because I'm going to play this. He could still be Highlander, which means he'd get value and kill that, but what you going to do? Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches. I'm going to change the deck again, though. I think I'm going to take out Bandersmosh and put in an extra draw engine. Literally like the Totem. Or something else fairly cheap that I can use to control the board with. Hackathon's scheme is huge, though. So if he ever does build a board, I'm chilling. I just kill it. Just wipe the board. It's fine. So let's see here. I could just Alex draws his face and smash him. He's invoked twice, so that actually went off. That's lame. But it's not that big of a deal. I went from having a ton of energy to being tired like that. I say wild a lot. It's weird. It's weird. That's what I meant to say. How do I deal with the board? What do I have? Another useless Bandersmosh thing. Vashej, I would overdraw though, man. This gets me some things, but I don't want it.
Fly, my pretty.
Kill that off. It pumps it up.
Mommy needs 5 more minutes.
High roll on that, please, and then we just play Karta Defender.
Water is life.
Yeah, it's fine. That's actually not bad, because I already drew one, so I'm not going to have duplicates. That's fine. I don't know how many spells I have in the deck that'll actually be useful from this, but we'll still take it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells left in the deck. That could be good.
What?
Unless you take control of it like a jerk and hit in with it. That would be kind of lame. Oh. Well, on the bright side, he doesn't really get the heal, and I didn't need the heal that badly. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'll probably just play the horror and put it here and just... Imagine getting such good win conditions from the Minds, or the Thought Steal and the Lazul. Dude, he got Kronks and, like, the value. The value! It's nuts. Boom, hit here, kill off all of those, trade in, stay alive for a bit. It's fine. I'll deal with it. I'll take those. That doesn't save it. It's still gonna die. He just had nothing else really to heal. If he had healed that though, the game would be entirely different right now. But I'm holding a dragon, so just kill that, please. Trade into this. You know, I actually do have a couple of heals. Lucent Bark would have been okay. Not great, but it would have been okay. There are no zero-cost legendaries, so we'll just do that and play this. Draw 3 spells just to cycle it right now, just to get that over with. And we'll save these in my hand so I can actually get value out of them later. I have so many things in my hand that I should still be fine. Despite the fact that my board is only okay. Wait, actually, this is not even that bad of a board. +1 spell damage too. This is not bad. Like, it's not amazing. It's not a game-winning board, but it's definitely, like, I have board presence here. What are you going to do about it? Kind of board. You know, I didn't know that worked like this until, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago. This has existed for so long, and I had no idea that that's what this stupid little button did. Not a clue. Not a singular clue. How dumb am I, man? Eye of the Storm is actually pretty good here. Useless. Baits out some sort of big removal. That's a big boy. Oh, beautiful. Wait, no, that was my first spell. That's lame. Aw, man. Well, that doesn't actually activate one of these, so it's cool. We're chilling. We're able to just sit on this right now and pass. My board's pretty sick all of a sudden. Wow. I can theoretically kill him with Alexstrasza. Feasibly. Like, depending on what he plays. I could theoretically kill this poor man. Next turn. Oh, let's see if I can do it, though. Can I actually pull it off? Or is it more of a pipe dream kind of thing? Have you ever thrown something or moved something in front of a screen and it, like, lags behind? It's really weird. I'm having the weirdest thoughts right now because I'm alone and I didn't stream today and I wanted to, like... Okay. Into Holy Nova. Or Breath of the Infinite. That's okay too. Still kills off my board and leaves his intact. Little bit bummed. Little bit. We'll just trade into his board here. I can't kill that off, sadly. Can I? No, I cannot. We'll play that. We'll play Kronks just to draw Galakron, just to get that going. And then we'll kill off each of these things. Boom, boom. Kill with that. Go face. Like, I can't make a trade here or anything. Okay. Kinda useless, but better than nothing. I'm overloaded 1, but I can still play both Alexstrazzas. I still have Zephyrus in hand. I still have sick removal. I don't think he bursts me. I think I'm okay. Could be worse. Could be better. But could be worse. He's just going to be able to generate a random minion every single turn. Bandersmash has sat in my hand useless the entire game. I'm telling you, I'm actually going to get rid of him and actually put in the 4/2 pirate. Because even if the pirate, like... Or give myself some draw of some kind. Oh! Well, that's terrifying, actually. Okay. That's really sucky. Why would you trade? Why would you do that to yourself? You saved me. I could just play another Calicos, honestly. Why not play him at this point? He's been pretty useless every single time, so I might as well discover another spell. Plague of Murlocs is probably best. To be straight with you. Just in case he gets like some big things. But Farsight, being able to draw another card is very helpful. Like, I already have removal. 2 of them. Zephyrus and that. And then Galakron. Like, I'm chilling in a lot of different ways right now. But, my god. Give me something to do. I don't want to play Galakron. Here's the thing. My board state right now is good enough to where I don't want to play Galakron. I'll play Alexstrasza and the weaker of the 2 free dragons that it gives me. And that is about it. We will draw 1 just to be sure. Wind Fury does not quite get me there, so let's just go with this. Play 1 dragon of the 2, and then go face with the other things. Sure, we'll play that one to discover a resource and save Deathwing for a little later. We got another Alex. That's frickin' nuts, my god! I don't want to take damage. I'm kind of low. I'm fine making that 1 trade. But my goodness, discovering another Dragon Queen Alexstrasza is just like the best feeling in the world, you know? You think you're like, I'm down, but I'm not out. I need a miracle, but I can come back. And then you're like, oh, Alexstrasza number 2? Don't mind if I do. And I also dropped some bars there accidentally. That's cool. But as it stands, I'm pretty sure I win. I have Alexstrasza just in case he like heals himself. If he kills a minion, that's fine. Meh, that's not the greatest. But I'll be fine. Deal 5 to everything? No. Or an 8/8 taunt. No, yeah, that makes more sense. Well, I can see him add into that. And just pass. We play Siamat, we rush into this guy, and then we hit him in the face for 8. Divine Shield Rush. Like, once you hit late game with this deck, it's so hard to lose. I could play this for board pressure or just Totem. We'll just play that. I have so many good cards in my hand that playing that to apply pressure and set up lethal is not a bad idea. Like, if I just Totemed, I technically wouldn't have lethal on board. I would have lethal with Zephyrus, but this is like a little more stable, I'd say. So let's see what he's got. What do you have left in the tank, my friend? You have 8 mana. And you have a lot of discovered cards, or randomly generated cards that are minions. You could have Natalie. Natalie would kill the 8/3. You'd still die, but that would be your best chance, I feel like. Or... what if... do they have any more removal? Dude, I don't know why I got just hit with this wave of exhaustion. Making videos is tiring, I'm gonna be honest. Speaking of which, I did not stream today. Usually I make videos when I stream, but I was making videos at other points throughout the day. How are you guys doing? Normally I ask that in the beginning of my stream, or like at some point in the beginning, and I missed that interaction, you know? What? 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 You discovered 2 Kronkses? On top of the one you already had? Oh my god. Is Zephyrus lethal? Zephyrus gets me 6 more damage minimum. Wind Fury, double attack.
For my glory.
I don't think Zephyrus wins me the game. So I'm just going to go with this and smack him and get him down to where he is in lethal range. But next turn. Rush that into that. He's at 4. I'm fairly certain I kill him next turn. Am I dumb? Did I miss something that I could have used for lethal there? I'm thinking Avenging Wrath is 8 damage. That would have been enough theoretically. But it would not have been... Soulfire! Oh! I should have... You right. You right. I had Soulfire. I could have gotten that. Yeah. I can proc my Zephyrus. I just didn't even think of Soulfire. I'm like, what does 1 mana damage? Or what's a big spell that I can use? I can't believe I forgot about Soulfire. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think I still win, but I did misplay that. He, like a double penance, he only has 1. Not much he can really do here anyway, that's true. Like, at this point, I pretty much won. I did misplay. That was definitely an oops. What do you do for 0? Wow. Honestly, if I were him, I would have 1 mana penanced the 8. And then Lurker Belowed over and over and over again. Did he hero power that turn? If he hero powered, I would not have done that. He would have been technically out of range of lethal on board if he had not hero powered as well. And just gone for the wipe into 1 mana penance into which. Actually, if he hadn't done the penance, he would have been able to do which. Would have been able to heal for 12. And I would have had 1 minion on board, 13 damage. He'd be at 16 health. I don't know. I misplayed. He low-key misplayed at the end, but in the end, it didn't matter. Okay, so I did make a change to the deck. I took out Bandersmosh and I put in the Marsh Spawn because I think that the Marsh Spawn is actually a moderately good card. In case it's Zulok, having Card to Defender could be nice. But is it too slow? 6 mana is definitely too slow. In fact, the Spellkin might be too slow, but if I draw the Lightning Breath, that'll be massive. Absolutely huge. So you have a turn 3 play, coin turn 4 play, turn 5 play. He's not Zoo. Okay, so we can try to win in a couple of other ways, I guess. We don't need to rush anything down. Card to Defender still would have been a mistake, but at least having a slightly slower hand isn't going to punish me that hard. So let's see here. How do I want to win this game? How do I win this game? He gets a lot of value out of his quest package, but he will run out of cards relatively quickly. I don't need a Zephyrus now. I actually have a 3, 4, 5 curve. Like, I already know what I'm going to do, theoretically, so I don't need to Zephyrus and ramp up. I don't need to find another curve. This is fine. Honestly, I think I'm in a good spot. I think that I have multiple win conditions in my hand. And, like, Bandersmosh, yeah, Bandersmosh would have been good, I guess. But, like, I don't miss him, if that makes sense. I really don't. Are you gonna... Oh, that's fine. You kill off your own minion to do that. I'm totally okay with that. I think I'm gonna coin Kobold Spellkin now, actually. Because I still want to play something. But this just generates me some resources, even if it's, like, only low-key. Like, Silence could be pretty big. Forked Lightning, not so much. But, you know, it's something. A little something, something. Okay, Life Tap. Plot Twist. I'm assuming that'll be drawing 8 cards. That'll get him to 17. 16. That's math. That's... He's almost done with his quest at this point. I'm a little bit concerned, but maybe it's not the end of the world. Because, like, his entire goal is, like, an OTK with Malagos, right? But if I'm able to just keep myself at a high enough amount of health, maybe he can't OTK me. Like, I wasn't able to pressure the board enough to kill him, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. This is bad. Theoretically, if it's in his hand when he finishes his quest, he can't get it, and he has a decent number of cards in his hand, and he's drawn a decent chunk of cards. So I feel like it's not impossible for him to have unlucky cards in his hand, like some of the dragons. I feel like that was my biggest problem when I played that deck, where, like, I want to set up an OTK, but I'd have some of the biggest pieces already in here at, like, 9 mana, and I wouldn't be able to, like, put it together as well. It'd be, like, Rain of Fire, Soul of Fire, not Soul of Fire, Soul Fire for, like, 9, 14 damage, but that would be it. I don't really have any other bigger spells in my hand, but I can still do this and freeze it. Force him to have a removal and just go face. Like, losing one charge on this moderately early, I don't mind that at all. I'll actually still hit this into that. I don't see a reason not to. But this is good. This is good. We could finish him off with Zephyrus. He hasn't really been able to do much. He's in this weird limbo where his quest is almost complete, but he probably has cards he wants to use in his hand and doesn't want to plot twist and lose them. But he's like, if I don't plot twist, I lose. But also that's 2 mana gone and my turn will be suboptimal. And then I win the game. Just like that. That's basically how it's going to boil down. Swamp Queen Hagatha's a pretty solid card next turn. Depending on what he plays, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be... Okay. Dark Skies. Does that wipe the board? Hit his 2/4, please. 2 times. Nice. Cool. Okay, so one of my things actually ended up living there. That's sick. I love that. He should have Nether Breathed first. Honestly, he would have gained 8 instead of 4. That was a slight ordering misplay, but what you gonna do, right? 5/5, get a Hagatha. Or a little, whatever it's called. That's not bad. That's pretty good, actually, considering I actually have finished 2 invokes. That's actually really good. Okay. He has now hit his critical mass. This is when things start going south for me. Boom, Wind Fury, Zephyrus. No, I can't also Zephyrus. I was like Zephyrus with Cold Blood, but that doesn't work. I need 1 more mana to get all that off. Earthshock really helps here. Earthshock really helps here. It does kind of hurt this, but we'll give this Wind Fury. We'll do that to this, so he can go face for 10 damage. We only get a 1-cost legendary, but I'm pretty sure it's the Reliquary of Souls. Yeah. We do a decent amount, and we just play a totem, and we basically force him to have a board wipe, or he loses. And I'm not saying there's no way he doesn't have it. Like, he could easily have it. But I'm just saying that in a position like this, this was a little bit of an overcommit. But that's just because it was a package thing. Like, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Does Zephyrus win me the game here? The answer is no. But I can just play Alexstrasza. Right? I could get Fireball. I could get Avenging Wrath. No. We'll just play Alexstrasza and play one of the dragons to set up lethal. We'll play both. It doesn't matter. This one generates me another card, and it's small enough to not matter. And he just played Twisting Nether, so it's very likely that he doesn't actually have another big board wipe. But anyway, maybe I should have taken Evasive Worm there. But my hand size is big, so I thought Twilight Drake would round out my build better. He's trying to draw some of those 4/6s to heal him. Respectable. Hopefully Zephyrus can still win me the game here. There's 1. Wind Fury. Okay, so Corrupt Elementalist into maybe killing one of the taunts into Zephyrus. Wind Fury is sick. Oh no. Okay, he's had to use a lot of his damage to survive on the bright side, I guess. I think we still play Corrupt Elementalist. Haha, and then we get to play Galakrond soon, too. Sick. Double the storm. I just realized that this would do 8 damage to both, and I could use that, but that would get me another Reliquary of Souls, and I don't want that. That would be bad. Why, you ask? Because it just would. We're going to kill off this because that can kill my stuff. And then we'll just hit him in the face and totem. I want to use this on some bigger spells if I have the opportunity. I can't use the 1-drop because if I do and I put a second Reliquary of Souls, I can't get Zephyrus off. And I don't want to potentially mess that up. I already have other win conditions in my hand. I can set up for lethal regardless. But I do want Zephyrus to be online. Oh, lame. Double Mortal Coil. You madman. I'm thinking Earthquake Farsight. I can't kill him, and I don't want to lose my weapon. I realize that Galakron would destroy that weapon, and I do not want that to happen. So I'll wipe his board, get a... that's actually not a bad minion, honestly. Get Hex, get another thing, fill the board. Zephyrus hopefully can kill him this turn. If he can't, then we play Galakron. If I can't kill him with Galakron, then I have Kronks. If I can't kill him with Galakron... or, did you just draw that? Oh my god. I'm getting trolled. It's fine. I also have an Eye of the Storm, worst case scenario. Like, I'm chillin' out here, man. Trade, hero power, smack him for 5. Get him in the range of death. Dude, this guy has survived for so long. He's got Soulfire. He's got 2 Rain of... or... Acid Rains, no. Plague of Rain, no. The Rain card, you know what I'm talking about. Please stop. Okay, thank God he's dead. I feel like you should have hero powered first, technically. Who knows, you might have been able to get a thing. But... whew, okay, this deck is very good. I would recommend this deck to anybody who wants to play it. I think that taking out Bandersmosh was a good idea, and that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry the video was so long. See ya.